Hello. Hello. Hope you all are having a beautiful. Let me set up my stuff and make sure my stuff is set up. Make sure my stuff is being set up before I begin to speak. How are y'all doing? Everybody's having a beautiful. What's today? Monday? Is it Monday? Jeez. I guess it's Monday, huh? So hey Miranda, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Listen, hey Tudor, I see you. Listen, I'm gonna talk about 10 things to not do while dating or while you are looking for love. It's Monday, right? Monday. Miranda, long time no see. I haven't been here in a while. I haven't been here in a while. Happy Monday to you, Vinci. I haven't been on here for a while. I know you. Hey, I know you all miss me, huh? Or maybe not even. Maybe you are not even thinking about me, huh? Hey, Wynette, long time. Beverly, how you doing? Latasha. Hey, Sunshine. Happy Monday to you too. Happy Monday. He said, no kidding, where I've been. I've been here, man. But sometimes you gotta take breaks. You know? Hey, Hermione. You know how sometimes you gotta take breaks, you know what I mean? You have missed me. I missed you guys too, man. You know how we gotta take breaks sometimes. Not because of something bad. It's just, yeah, let me just see what's going on. Let me see what's out there. I'm still looking up. Oh, okay, Bookie. Okay. I see you. Bookie, long time no see. Where you been, girl? Where you been? I'm trying to do something on my thingy. Hey, Faith, how you doing? Guinevere, how you doing? Long time no see. Listen, man. I wanna um I wanna talk about 10 things. Belizean, what's good? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What you have been up to do? What you have been up to? Let me know what you have been up to. Hey Empress, how you doing? How you doing? Listen, it's good to be back on here, man. Listen, sometimes, right? Oh, you took a little break. I feel you. Sometimes you just don't feel like making content. Like not the same. Sometimes you just don't feel like making content. Sometimes you just don't feel like it. And sometimes I just don't feel like it. And when I don't force myself to do it. You know what I mean? I don't force myself to come on when I have nothing because I don't feel like sometimes. And sometimes that's just what it is. I've been looking into what we talked about. It's called the law of correspondence. And the original saying was, you attract what you think, not what you are. Got you, got you. It's good to take a break, Daisy. Facts. Listen, I'm going to bring something to you guys, right? Hey, Susan, how you doing? Yeah, Peggy, it is. It is very powerful. I'm going to bring something to you guys. It's going to be, do not do these 10 things. I'm going to go through these 10 things with a brief explanation. I'm not going to stay long on here, right? I'm not going to stay long on here. I'm not going to stay long on here because it's shower time and dinner time and stuff. Sue Power, how you doing? How you doing? Good. I ain't seen you yet, Sue Power. What you waiting on? I'm not gonna take too long. I'm gonna tell you to don't do these 10 things when it comes to dating based on energy, understanding, and connection. Okay? It's going to reach out and check on you. And I said, my hey, listen, feel free to reach out. Feel free to reach out. Sometimes it feels good to be cared for. You know what I mean? It's feel good to be thought about. I think listen, my ego is not too big, but sometimes I like to be thought about. We're doing well, man. Thank you so much. We are doing great. We are doing great. I just been taking a break from YouTube, really. You know what I'm saying? So, you are ready for my don't do these 10 things while dating and relationships or looking for love? 10 things to not do. All right. Let me just start. Let me get right into it. Okay. Let me get right into it. Thank you, Miranda. It's good to know that. It's good to know that. Are you still coaching? I am. I am still coaching. I am still a coach. Coaching is what I do now. This is my life now. Coaching, spiritual coaching, relationship coaching, awakening coaching, life coaching, dating coaching, everything. Yeah, listen, I do a whole lot of coaching. But again, I base coaching based on energy, okay? Understanding how energy connects to everything, okay? Miranda says she's ready. All right, now check this out. Now, this is about dating and relationship, okay? Feel free to ask me the questions when we are finished, okay? Because if I stop with each question, it's going to take a while, okay? It's going to take a while, and I'm going to be forgetting where I'm at. So I'm going to go through these, okay? Number one, don't do these things. I think relationship these days is getting more confusing. It's getting more scary as we get older. We know the men want this, the women want this, and we don't know what the hell is going on because we are all confused. The men are confused, the women are confused, people who are getting older are confused, people who are this getting confused, and they don't know what the hell is going on. And let me bring this back to you. Let's go very basic because we can't lose we can't go away from the basic. This is a reality. Number one, do not date without boundaries. Let me tell you how this again, right? Good, Empress. Do not date without boundaries. Now, many of you would hear me say these things before because this is not new information. I don't really bring new information. Do not date without boundaries. Listen, I was talking to a young lady, and she was so scared to ask the guy who she's talking to, who she's sharing her body with, who she is giving her body to. She's scared to ask certain questions. She's scared to put certain boundaries because if she said what she's not gonna do or what she's not gonna tolerate, he might leave and he might go somewhere else and he might ghost her or he might not like her. And let me tell you this: if you don't put boundaries down when you are dating in the beginning stages, people will take advantage of you. People will do and come and go as they please. They will mess with you. They won't respect you. They won't keep you. They will just keep you around. Okay? They won't be with you. They will keep you around. So we have to understand, do not date without boundaries. Hey, peace and blessings to you too. Do not date without boundaries. I don't care how much people are threatening to leave. Because you know what? Boundaries keep people who are not supposed to be in your life. It keeps it out. And it keeps the people who wants to be in your life in. And people who are upset at your boundaries, they don't really care for you anyways. They want to take what they want to take from you. They get what they want to get from you. And this is right here what we have to understand. Do not date without boundaries. You got to set your boundaries from day one. You got to set your boundaries from day one. Can you explain boundaries? Boundaries are things that you just don't put up with. Number one, if we are dating, I don't put up with you keep canceling on my dates. I don't I don't put up with canceling on dates because then you don't respect my time. Okay? If you keep telling me, listen, I'm gonna pick you up or we're gonna date, go on a date then, and you always calling me telling me like 10 minutes prior, and listen, I can't come, I gotta work hard. You got to put your foot down and listen, you cannot play with my time. My time is very important. Number two, you're not gonna tell me to do all this crap that people be doing, threesomes and all these crap. This is not what I do. I don't do these things. I'm not playing games. Number three, boundaries. You're not gonna call me out of my name and expect me to answer or expect me to be there. All right. So boundaries are like things that you don't tolerate. The disrespect, right? The ghosting, the going and coming. The breaking up and you calling me this and you messing with all these people. Boundaries, protecting your space. I am not gonna tolerate these things while I am dating you or dating anybody. The things that I won't do to myself, I don't allow you to do to me. If I don't talk negatively about myself, I don't expect that from you, especially when you understand where I stand with these things. So understand this. Understand this. Don't date without boundaries. If you date without boundaries, it's gonna come to an end. It's gonna be hurtful. It's gonna be disrespectful. They're gonna drag you along. They're gonna keep wiping their feet on you. Okay. Do not date without boundaries. You have to let people know the boundaries so that no one can assume anything. Facts. And when you set these boundaries, you have to enforce them. Those don't tell people you. Sometimes people need to be reminded. You have to enforce your boundaries. If you tell people what you're not going to tolerate, and they do it, and you don't say nothing about it, well, you don't care. So you have to set your boundaries and then enforce your boundaries, even with yourself. Even with yourself. All right. Let's go on to number two. Number two, when you are dating somebody, do not try harder when you are already giving your all. See, when you are giving your all, hey T, when you are doing your thing, when you are giving your all, when you are trying your best, when you are giving something and giving them what you are, and they don't appreciate it, it doesn't mean to try harder. It means to quit. It means to stop. It means to reverse. It means to step back. Because I'm telling you right here, not being appreciated doesn't mean to try harder. Not being appreciated does not mean to try harder. Let me say that one more time. Not being appreciated does not mean to try harder. I see a lot of young people, and now these days, even us, you can't give more of what they don't want and expect. Exactly. Let me change their mind. You can't give somebody what they already don't appreciate. You can't give somebody more of what they already don't appreciate and expect them to love you more or respect you more. So we gotta stop. If you find yourself trying harder and doing all these things just to be liked, just to be in a relationship, you don't need it. A matter of fact, they won't respect you. See, people push your buttons. They know how to listen. They know how to get over on people. This is what we do these days. And when we see you slipping and you're not protecting your boundaries, when you're not setting your boundaries, people is ready to play the game and poke at you, and then bam, you you know what I'm saying? You lose it. So hey, listen, you will never be good enough for the wrong person. Facts. So when you see that you gotta work harder, that means sometimes you gotta stop. Because when you met me, I wasn't doing anything. When you met me, I wasn't doing anything. Somebody told me once, somebody said, especially to women, somebody told me once, and it made so much sense. Somebody said, if a man wants you, when a man don't want you, he asks you all these damn questions. Hey, Evelyn, how you doing? Good to see you. He said, when a man doesn't really want you, he gives you an interview. He asks you all these damn questions. What you bring to the table, what you got, what you this. But he said, when a man actually wants you, all you have to do is breathe. Just breathe. When you just breathe, it's just doing enough. But I think when you gotta try harder and do harder, many of you, man, are so used to people not giving much, not doing much, not ain't got shit to give, that you have to keep giving to them and you have to keep trying just to stay in their lives. And many of us have childhood traumas. Many of us have issues from youth, from from childhood, that we had to buy people's love. We had to try hard for our mother's love. We had to succeed before we hear I love you or get a hug. And now we come to this relationship era. We come to relationship we have to do so much just to have a I love you. We have to do so much and give so much just to get a hug. We have to do so much just to get, and we have to let that go, because love don't cost you a thing except love. Love don't cost a thing except love. We have to be aware. So we have to know when you gotta work harder at something, give so much, and when you're not appreciated, let that be your answer. Somebody can't appreciate what they already don't want. Don't give more of it. All right, number 3. This is my big one as a man. This is my big one as a grown man, as a 44-year-old man. My birthday is next week. I mean, it's next month, by the way. As a 44-year-old man, I realized one thing I will tell my daughters this. Do not let a man move in with you. You're dating, you talking, you're in a dating phase. Oh man, don't let women move in with you. And plus, why would a man want to move in with you anyways? Seriously. Evan and Wells, how we doing? Happy? Thank you, thank you, thank you. A man who has his own thing, has his own space, has his own time, has his own money, has his own bills paid, he don't want to move in with you. He really don't. It's people who actually don't have much. People who are looking for lodgings. People who coming from their cousin railway houses. They're coming from their titi's house, living in their mom's basement. That's the ones who, nobody want to move in with you. Thank you, Mary. Nobody want to move in with you. You have to see where these people are coming from. They're coming from, but you don't know where they're coming from. They're coming from their baby mama's house, the baby daddy. You don't know where they're coming from. And they just move in with you. We got to stop doing that stuff. Don't let people move in with you, especially in the first couple months. You are ready to move in because you are going steady because of all these things. We're going steady, and I want to see you every day, so let's move in. No, cut that stuff out. Let's cut that stuff out. Hey, Terrellyn, how are you doing? I'm telling you, don't let people move in with you. Ain't no decent man in their right mind who have their whole life going well want to move in with a woman. Until he get married to her, probably. Until maybe years. Everybody giving up their space. We gotta be careful. I'll be letting these people, a grown man, why ain't you got your own stuff? Why ain't you got your own stuff? Why do I want to live with you? Especially when you got kids. Now I know if a man moving with you when you got kids, if a man know you got kids and he want to move in with you in month 2, 3, that man ain't nobody want to move in with nobody and their kids. Listen, it sounds bad. And it's not against you. But why would I give up my peace, my freedom, my quiet where I go home to? Right? My quiet where I go home to. My house where I have power and I have money left over to pay my bills. Why would I give that up to moving with a woman with kids? Listen, think about it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense logically. For real, it doesn't make sense. I ain't moving in with nobody with kids or nobody, period. But especially if you have kids, I don't know, all the noise and all. Hell no. Hell no. For real, like, come on now. So check this stuff out. So when you're dating and you meet somebody, where are you coming from, man? Where are you coming from? Because you want to move in with me. Where are you coming from? Hello, Kirk. Hey, Mary Blue. Number 5. Number 4. No, number 4 is where I hold personal. Okay? Number 4 is where I hold personal. Number 4, don't keep taking people back because you don't know where they are coming from when you keep taking them back. Listen, do not be taking all these folks back continuously. I always say 2 times is the limit. Twice. Take them back twice. Initially, maybe once. But damn it, 5, 6. I've been with him. I've been with her 6 times. I mean, for 7 years off and on. They ain't playing no off and on game. I don't know where you going. I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know who you attached to you. I don't know what energy, what spirit that you have in your body. I don't know who you bring in my home. I don't know what energy you bring in back in my life, in my body. Listen, and as a man, I don't even play that game either. Once you go, you go. If we live together and you want some space, go in the other room. You know what I mean? Just because you mad and stuff, because you don't know what they are bringing back to you, man. Listen, you keep taking people back. You know why they're leaving you in the first place? Them jokers will leave you. They will leave you, and then somebody who they think was better than you will disappoint them, and then they come back. See, they leave you for the person who they believe was better than you, and then usually, when they disappointed them, they come back with their tail between their legs, talking about, "Hey, stranger. Hey, stranger. What's up? I mean, damn, you acting all cold and stuff. You know, why you acting all cold?" Listen, I ain't checking back a woman who keep coming and going. No. Where you going? Like, where you going? Listen, feel free to go. But the door was locked. And the black can have him, right, Miranda? I'm telling you. Hey, stranger. And you know they always come back in your DM talking about, "Hey, stranger." Why not? "Hey, stranger." Hey, Speedy. Seriously, they come with this, "Hey, stranger." Hey, Stacy, what a long time to see. Listen, people be coming back with a whole bunch of energies attached to them. They go out there, they experience their freedom. Ain't like you free here. But, they experience their freedom. Hey, Too Short. They experience their freedom. They go and hit this and hit that and get this and get that. And but you know what, though? They know they're coming back. Because a lot of people leave you knowing that they're going to come back. They know that they know they're coming back now. But they want to spend the block. I mean, they want to do their things, get it out of their system, and then come back to you when they're done. Nah, don't do that. Happiness, how you doing? Don't let them do it. Because they will never stop doing it. See, once a person know that you're gonna take them back after their foolishness, they're gonna keep doing it. Candy, long time no see, how you doing? They're gonna keep doing that foolishness because they know that you're gonna take them back anyways. They're gonna take them back. You're gonna take them back because you know what? Your emotions got the best of you. I'm lonely. I miss him. I miss him so much. Oh my God. I'm so in love. I'm so in love with you. And so I know that you're mine. And, I know that we all make mistakes. Listen, cut that stuff out, man. We're grown people. You don't know what you want yet? You don't know what you want yet? We're doing good too, Candy. Thank you for asking. You still don't know what you want yet? If you don't know what you want, go figure it out. But we gotta stop. And listen, though, we have them wasting our time. Again, they know they're coming back now. A lot of folks know that they're coming back. They know they're coming back. They know they're coming back, but they just want to play the game while they're out. It's like you give them a free pass, and then hear your little silly self talking about, I'm in the same place where you left me. Nothing changed. Oh man, you're a good woman. Hey Phoenix. Oh man, you a good woman. No, you are not. Stop. Don't be a good woman. Kathy, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh yeah, you're a good woman. You know, a lot of times a man consider a good woman. A lot of times a man consider a good woman as a woman that will put up with a whole bunch of crap while he got his shit together, and they will call you a good woman because you ain't doing it. You know, sometimes listen. This is the most toxic advice I'm gonna give you. All right, this is the most toxic advice that I'm gonna give you. Superpower. This is the most toxic advice that I'm gonna give you right now. It's toxic as hell, but I'm gonna give it to you. Sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, man. Sometimes you got to show a mother effer what they're doing to you by doing it, by doing it back, by doing it. Listen, sometimes people need to see what the pill tastes like, what happens when they take that pill. They need to see the result of it. Listen, you all be talking like you all, man, listen. No, I'm not saying to do it. I'm telling you, it's toxic advice. It's the most toxic advice I'm gonna give you. But sometimes you gotta become that mirror. You gotta show them what they're doing. Sometimes you gotta put a you on them. You gotta pull a you on us. Sometimes you gotta pull a you on them. And when you pull a you on them, they don't know how to digest it. You all be there talking about I'm a ride or die. Yeah, I'm a ride or die. That's not who I am. Stop being who you are for a second. Because some people need to be reminded that people want you too. Some folks need to be reminded that you are wanted too. See, when nobody wants you, nobody wants you. Let that sink in. When nobody wants you, nobody wants you. If a person thinks that nobody wants you, they don't want you either. Because you all be letting people think, nobody. No. Listen, sometimes you got to keep a man, especially that masculine energy, he got to be on his toes. You're all right now. You are all right now. That man needs to be on his toes. He needs to understand that at any moment, when you leave, you could have anybody that you want. I mean, listen, people need to understand that, man. For real. I'm just saying, just be careful. Sometimes you gotta put a you on you. And when you do that, they understand. Hey, you know what? Let me behave myself because I can't do this again. Y'all be acting like there ain't nobody want you all and ain't nobody gonna want me. And no, don't tell people that. Ah, they want me, but I want you. They want me, but I want you. Number 5. Thank you, Christine. Thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Number 5. Let's go to straight number 5. Don't date and commit based on feelings. You all know this is what I preach on a regular basis. Don't date and commit based on your damn feelings. Do it based on compatibility. Listen, don't date based on feelings. A lot of you, this is what I preach all the time. You are this is not you. Don't be with somebody only because of feelings. Don't say I want to take it to the next level because I have feelings for you. It's the biggest issue. Candy, that should be number 1, right? I'm telling you, it's the biggest mistake. Because all that feelings do is distract you from the damn truth. And a lot of you are like teenage girls and teenage boys. All you want to do is have all these feelings for somebody. Well, I have all these feelings. I have all these feelings for you. So I see what you're doing. But I have, somebody told me recently. Somebody really told me. Somebody said, well, I know what they are doing, but I just love him so much. Somebody said, what's love got to do? And it's really true. It's really true. He said, what's love got to do? Got to do with it? Man, what? It is not about love. Yes, love is there. But love is not all these feelings. You know, a lot of time, this love stuff is not. You see, like when you actually with somebody for real? You see, like when you actually in a long-term relationship? You notice that all of the emotional feeling stuff go? That's just the beginning stage. All the emotional stuff All that emotional stuff disappears, and it's just because something else take over. Something takes the place of all the emotional. I don't have all the emotional stuff for my lady. I don't need it. I made a commitment. So I don't need all the emotional stuff to so I can believe. And if another new woman come, I don't have that emotion for her either. Because I understand the place of emotion. Hey Lisa, how you doing? Learn to differentiate between how you want to see them and what they are showing you in the reality. I don't have to have all them feelings for my lady because I chose her. I can just have the understanding that I have a commitment. So let me honor my commitment. You know, just like how I have a commitment to myself for being healthy. So I honor my commitment. I don't care how I feel about food. I don't care how I feel about McDonald's double Big Mac, the chicken Big Mac. Hey, Ty Love. I don't care how I feel about Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich with the Chick-fil-A sauce on the side with the French fries and a nice little brownie. You know what I mean? I don't care how I feel about it. The thing is, I know it's not for me. I don't, but not right now, anyways. I know my commitment is one to count. So you ain't got to listen. You ain't got to try and doing all these feelings. Do not date and commit based on feelings. It's not. It doesn't work. Please don't do it. Do it because somebody makes sense to you. Do it because somebody's compatible. Do it because their lifestyle match yours. Do it because you love the way how they live their life and you want to be a part of that life. Don't do it because you have all these feelings and they can make you cry and they can make you jealous and they can make you this and they can make you this and stimulate you in all ways. Your nipples are hard always around them. You every time you're around them, you're always horny. Oh, we have so much good chemistry. No, you have sex. Be careful. Man, listen. I got my nipple. Every time I see him, my nipples just cut them shit off. You don't need them. Hey, the Bible said, if your right hand offend thou, cut them things off. Listen, them nipples too, because you have things be ready. Just looking at people. Listen. I hope somebody ain't taking me serious. You saying you telling women to cut off their nipples? Oh my God. I'm telling you. Hey, Miss Howard, how you doing? How you doing, Miss Howard? You listen. Listen. Don't let these feelings make you the wrong decisions on being with somebody. Feelings are temporary. Them things gonna come and then they're gonna go right back. They're gonna go, and when they go, you gotta see what's left. Sometimes it's the love that's left. You are. The feelings is not it. Number 6, don't mess with somebody. Big deal. Do not mess with somebody who is in the process of leak. Now, this is a don't do. I put all my don'ts together, and I have 10 more. I have 10 more for you guys the next time I come live. This isn't just my first, it's a lot of rules. But this is basic. This is very simple. This is very simple. Don't mess with a man or a woman. Doesn't matter, man or woman. Do not mess with somebody who is still in the process of leaving someone. I'm doing good too. I'm doing good too, Miss Howard. We're just talking about things not to do when you dating. Hey, Adi G, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing, girl? That is a. I'm telling you. Listen, I'm telling you. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I fell victim to that. I fell victim to that a couple times. First, I was the one leaving, and next thing, I messed with a woman who was leaving, and it was both time was trash. This is years ago. It was the bad thing, but it's not just because that I learned that when people are leaving that person, the reason why you don't want to mess with them is because the one thing that they liking in their partner, because a lot of times people get divorced for one reason. Simple reason too. But the one thing, you never spend time with me. You never spend time with me. I don't understand. I just want your time. Right? Then you meet somebody who ain't got no job. He ain't got no job. He ain't got no life. His time is just wasting, and he's spending all his time with you. Oh my God! I wish my husband was do this. Then you look at him like he is a savior. Now you confuse that what you was lacking, and that's all you see is what you're lacking, because now you begin to only see what you are lacking, not nothing else. Nothing else you will notice. Your eyes are completely closed, but you will only see that one thing. And then when you completely left your husband or your wife, when you stuck with that one person, that's all they did was give you their time, but they ain't had shit else. Sit down. Right? They ain't got nothing else. What's up, Glam Trend? How you doing? Yeah, with a life of their own. They ain't got nothing else. They ain't got their time is not you. You be like, damn, you give me all this time, but it was just pointless. I'm telling you, do not mess with people who is a. Listen, I'm separated. I'm going through a divorce. I live with my baby mama, and my baby daddy, but we sleep in different beds. I'm only with my spouse because of the kids. We going through this separation, and it's hard. All that stuff is the same. Leave people alone. Let them go through their things by themselves. Because they're gonna lean on you a lot. They're gonna lean on you a lot. They're gonna lean on you so much. They're gonna lean on you. They're gonna turn you against their spouse. Their spouse didn't do a damn thing wrong, but they're gonna turn you. They're gonna make you tell her. They're gonna tell you all the stories what their spouses do. Next thing you know, you hate their spouse too. Next thing you know, you can't stand that poor woman. That woman ain't did nothing to you. The woman is just trying to secure her relationship, and here you come, hearing all these lies, hearing all these lies, and she can't defend herself because she don't know what you are hearing. You gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. Don't mess with people who are leaving their partner. Don't do it. I promise you. They look like they're free. They look like they're ready, but they're not ready. They are still connected and attached. They are still attached. Whatever the one person do, the other one gonna feel it. They are still attached. I'm telling you, whatever his wife or her husband does on the side, they are gonna feel it because they are still connected. They are still attached. Trust me. Attachment is real. They still control them. You ain't got nothing there. You just in there. So understand. Number 7, since I said this, since I said don't mess with somebody who's leaving a relationship, the next one is don't mess with no one when you're leaving a relationship. This is not a narcissistic stuff. This is just what people do. It's not no, see, it's not just those folks that do it. This is not a narcissistic thing. This is just what people do. A lot of people do it. Hey, I live with my baby mama. I don't have nowhere to go. Hey, I live with my wife still. I live with my husband still. It's not narcissist. It's just people do it all the time. Because I ran into a guy like that. I'm telling you, they be lying. They be lying. They be lying. Do not mess with no one when you are leaving a relationship. When you are leaving a relationship because you're not seeing clearly either. You are not seeing clearly. You are not seeing clearly either. When you leaving somebody, you are not again, like I said, all you are seeing is what you are lacking in your relationship, and you're gonna attach to somebody who has that one thing. And the person that you're gonna look at is that one person who is giving you what your husband or your wife wasn't giving you. That one thing. And that's all you're gonna pay attention to. And you're gonna fall in a trap. You're gonna fall in a deep trap. When you are leaving people, leave them first. Let that thing go first. Be fully, be fully out. Don't start nothing while you are still in. I'm telling you, if you ain't standing alone, you're not ready fast. But a lot of people like to start. A lot of folks like to start dating somebody who's not out. Man, listen, leave it alone. You know what? Next rule. Next rule. Next rule while dating. Do not leave or do not stay with somebody only because you don't think that somebody else is there in your future. What does that mean? Do not stay in a relationship. Do not stay in an unhealthy relationship just because you think there's nobody else is gonna come. If you're gonna leave somebody, leave somebody. It's not because somebody else might be there, somebody better might show up. There's nobody better. Listen, if it doesn't make sense, if you are not free, if you are not being respected and honored, you have to leave. And even if you have nobody later on, listen, trust me, You can't live in the mindset of, well, if I don't know if anything is better out there. A lot of people stay in relationship because they're afraid that there's no better. Better don't exist. You can't worry about that. That's not your business. That is not your place. A lot of you don't want to leave because you think you can't find better. Now, I'm not saying for people who are in healthy relationship and the man probably ain't making 100,000, right? A man, he probably ain't making 100,000, and you think, well, maybe I don't know if I can find somebody who make 101,000. I'm talking about people who are in unhealthy relationship, who are abused and neglected. Don't be afraid to leave because you think that you're afraid to find something that you can't find better. Because I'm telling you, if you want to leave somebody only for that reason, because you're not happy, because you're not free. What's up, V Jones? Long time no see. I'm telling you, you can only leave. Listen, if I choose to leave my lady, I ain't worried about who else is there, who these other women are. That's irrelevant. I don't even think about other women. If I want to leave, it's because of me. I'm not happy. I'm not at peace. I'm being messed up. I'm being messed up. I'm being played. I'm being disrespected. I'm gonna leave. I don't care if I find nobody else. Sometimes, man, listen, let's be honest. Sometimes, and maybe you all gonna understand me. Some of you all could get it. Sometimes, you being. I don't want to say this because I don't want to say the wrong thing and be misunderstood. But sometimes you already had your shots. Sometimes you already had your shots. You already had your relationships. Sometimes you already had your marriages. Sometimes you already had the love of your life. Sometimes you already had it. For real. Sometimes you already have it. I can go without. Listen, do I really need somebody? Like, for real. Like, I don't. Do I really want to do this again? Not because I had a bad experience, but it's like there's so much stuff to do out there. I can do something else. I'm, I'm, I'm just saying, like, but don't take me wrong by me. Don't think that I'm saying it's okay to be single and be choose single over relationship. I'm not saying that. I'm saying sometimes you get to a certain place in your life, you're like, man, I've had the marriages. I have lived with people. I have shared my life. I think I got enough. What else? I mean, I'm just for real. Listen, I'm just for real. I'm okay. Peace is not facts. If it's supposed to be, it will be. And sometimes it's because you refuse to make the changes that are needed to be in a partnership. Facts. You dare know happiness my way. I'm just saying, man. I'm not trying to say I should stay out of relationships. I'm just saying I get it because I think if this one is done with that, I think I had enough. Listen, I think I had enough. I had enough, and it was beautiful. I had enough. It was beautiful. It was amazing. It was lovely. But I think this is it. I'm gonna be a monk. This is gonna be my time to go in the mountains and go in Tibet or India and be a monk for real. Man, listen, you don't have to complain. Yeah. If this is done, this is done. Let me bow out peacefully while I'm still happy. Hey, I'm done. I don't want nobody else. Some lady told me the other day, if you wasn't married, no. Man, if I wasn't married, no. if you see how people be assuming like they have a chat. Kirk, if you wasn't married, man, stop right there. Stop right there. If I wasn't, I would be in some way being a monk. I promise you, I won't. Yeah, I won't be. Man, please. I'm just saying. Don't assume because I'm a man. Yeah, I'm just. Hey, you're gonna just get me. I think a lot of times women really think that men are just. I mean, all men are just. You can just get them just easily. I don't think so. You know, I don't think so. If I was single, if you were single, ma'am, you don't want to go into the conversation. What do you mean? No. I'm just saying. So you saying that you wouldn't want me, ma'am? Why are you talking like this? Why are you talking like this? Why are you asking me these questions? And probably not. What's wrong with me, ma'am? There's nothing wrong. See, there we go. Feelings hurt, ego hurt. Ma'am, it's not you, it's me. Yeah, that's what everybody says. See what I'm saying? Hey, Killeen, Do you see what I'm saying? Leave me alone. Cause I'm telling you, I'm telling you right now. Sometimes you just had enough. And again, the enough is not a bad thing. You just be married twice. I don't want I don't want three times. I had enough. I got three kids. What the hell do I? What haven't I done yet? Whew. All right, so I think we got the one right. No means no, right? So, number eight. Number eight. This is very important right here. Things married men. Yeah, well, I'm not. Yeah, why would we be unhappy? You said because all women thinks that married men in relationships, or married men or men in relationships, are unhappy. Yeah, I mean, I don't think so though. But yeah, what's up, Glam Setter? I know when enough. Yeah, facts. Number eight. This is very important. I want you all to make note of this in your mind. Okay, this is very important. Don't let your wait. Hold on, that was number nine. So this is number nine now, huh? Don't let your feelings put you back in another relationship where you know is not good. Don't let your feelings put you back in a situation where you know it don't make sense. Listen, listen. Don't let your feelings put you back in a relationship where you know it's not healthy. I don't. I think this is a very important one. I think this is where we struggle. Greg, I'm in pain. Why are you in pain, ma'am? Because I love him and he ghosted me for 2 months. So if he comes back, you take him back. Yes. See your feelings. Your feelings. It's effing with you. Your feelings are because I miss him. So because you miss somebody, you're gonna go right back into it. Hey Yasmina, how you doing? Good evening. Seriously. So because you miss somebody, you're gonna go bam, right back into it head first. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. You are allowed to miss people and leave them alone. I promise you. I know it's hard. Because you be feeling that pull. You be feeling that, I want to call. Sit your ass down. Go in the back. Facts, Candy. Facts. Sit your butt down. Go somewhere. You don't have to. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. But I miss him. I miss her. Listen, it's okay. It's okay to miss people. It's okay to miss people who are not. You know, we miss our grandparents or great grandparents, our parents who are passed on. We miss them, but we can't do anything about it. So pretend. Just pretend. Just pretend that there's nothing that you can do. Especially when you know it won't work. Because a lot of us, we know that it's not going to work. Yeah, yeah, got it, Melody. All you have to do is just sit your butt down somewhere, especially when you know it's not going to work. Yeah, Lisa, I miss high school. Don't mean I want to. Exactly. Listen, I'm telling you guys, man. I'm telling you, don't let your feelings put you back in a space or in a relationship where you know it's not good, where you know it was unhealthy. You did it, you tried it for a couple years, you know it's not good. You know abuse was there. You know neglect was there. Disrespect was there. A whole bunch of crap was there. A lot of cheating and lying. And just because you miss somebody doesn't change the fact that the person is better. Just because you miss somebody doesn't mean that person is great. Thank you so much, Stacy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that. Wait, Stacy, you in Canada? And you're very welcome, Stacy. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. But seriously, don't let your feelings put you back in places. Our feelings put us back. Our feelings is the biggest thing. That's why I keep talking about feelings. I think that's why I talk about feelings so much. This is why I talk about feelings so much, because I know when we believe in these feelings are strong. These feelings are they are very influential. They are very influential in our lives. We have these feelings and we be effing with it. Don't let your feelings put you back in a place or a space or a relationship where you know you ain't going nowhere. Number 10, I think. This is a very simple one. Number 10, don't be afraid of dating. Don't be afraid of dating. Instead, check your expectations. Because a lot of us, I don't like dating. Dating is scary. Dating is hard. Don't be afraid of dating. It's expectations that make dating bad. It's not dating itself. You know, the Bible says no food is unclean unto itself. But for one who think is unclean, don't eat it. Seriously. Okay, Canada. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. Man, I can't see nothing. Stay busy exercising, right? Listen. Don't be afraid of dating. Be instead, check your expectations. Check what you believe. Check your belief system because that's when we stop enjoying it. Hey, Bryson, how you doing? I do accept international clients. Just check my website and book it on my website, and we because we speak on Zoom anyways. So yeah, please. The pool has pesticides. Chlorine won't help. That's like a drink with dirt. Then you add sugar, but then there's still dirt in it. Listen. I'm telling you all, man. Don't be afraid of dating. Check your expectations. Check what you expect. Check what you believe. I think dating is fun. I think dating is very fun. I think you should date. I think you should know people, but it's just that your expectations. I think when we hit a certain age, at a certain age, you have to just be careful because now we're 50 years old. Who's 50 in here? Who's 50? Who's 45 and above in here? 45 and above. I'm talking about grown, grown ups. Who's 45 and above in here? Anybody? I know a few people who's 45 and above. The grown up people. Yeah, Kathy, Candy, happiness. Okay. So I know some of you out of listen. Listen. Okay, so you have see, my audience is grown. So the only thing is we just know, right? We just know. Stacy, okay. So we just know 25 Miranda. Oh, I'm just joking. But we just know now that we just can't mess with potential. Right? Hey, Natasha. We just know now we can't mess with potential. You're 35 and grown. I feel you. When we hit 45, 40, we know the potential. Okay, but we can't date no more on potential because now it's like, hey, listen, if you ain't got it now, I don't know. Chances are very slim. If you're 45 and you ain't got it now, I don't know. I can't. I don't know. Maybe it might. You're 50 years old talking about, I see potential. Potential to do what? We got like 10 years left. You got potential for erectile dysfunction, potential for diabetes, potential for stroke. I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't want to say all the bad things. But potential, man, listen, we're not doing potential. If is it a you is or you ain't now these days, and it makes it harder. It makes dating so much harder because these days, boy, these people be acting like they're old. I can't bend down. I see a 30-year-old woman doing the Megan knees, the Megan knee challenge, talking about, I'm 30, my knees popping. What's wrong with your knees, woman? You put 10 miles on those things a month, and you tell me your knees are bad? You walked about 80 miles your entire life, and your knees are bad. How was your knees bad at 30? Talking about my knees. Woman, your knees. At all 45, doesn't have your. You know what? That's what I heard, Miss Howard. That's what I heard. You was 5, Angel. I was grown. You can find companionship at any age, but don't expect a deep romance. Like seriously, man. I think we still expect to find all these feelings at 50. No, don't look for feelings. It shouldn't be your leading factor, anyways. But yeah, we're gonna have to ready with bad knees. No, you can't do nasty things. These for my girl, I'm telling you. Well, we can't do nasty things because your knee's bad. Hey, hold on now. Let's both take a knee. And let's both do some things. I made a video today. I don't know if y'all saw it. If y'all didn't see it, go back and watch it after the thing right. I posted on YouTube. My video said, if you can't take care of your body, I won't trust it. I won't trust you with my body. You see like how? Do you right when it was too hot? Do you see like how if you know, right? I've been dating single 7 years. I'm still have hope for a loving partner. I need to reassess the deep romance. Man, I'm telling you. Whoo! Stacy, listen. Do you see like how I don't know, man. I think it gets older. I mean, I think I think it gets a little harder. It gets a little harder. Especially people don't take care of their bodies these days, man. They don't, they don't take care of their hearts. They put a whole bunch of anger, resentment in that stuff. You don't take care of your own heart. I don't trust you with mine. I don't know. I'm a very like if you don't take care of your stuff, like if you don't take care of your kids, if you know somebody who don't take care of their kids, right? Hey Melissa, how you doing? If you know somebody who don't take care of their kids, would you leave them? Would you leave your kids with them? Probably not. I won't leave my kids there. I see how you do your kids. You be messing your kids up. You be effing your kids up. I ain't leave you. So if you don't take care of your body and your heart, I don't know. But these days is hard, man. Stuck in the blind spots. I understand that though. I'm telling you, these feelings be blinding us. I feel 21. I am advanced in age. Graham Trender, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my dear, what's this, Libra? My dear Libra, my Libra friend. I don't anyone to shape, keeping away from them. I hear you, man. So listen, don't be afraid of dating though. Seriously, don't be afraid of dating. Just look and see what you expect. Seriously, just check the expectations a bit. Check what you expect. Because I think social media, boy, they be telling you how to expect this. If a man really loves you, if a woman really loves you, he's gonna. Be careful. Be careful. Sometimes the only way to know somebody loves you is if you love yourself and it vibrates within you. Listen, this is real. I know this is not what you want to hear. Sometimes the only way how somebody that you know somebody will love you is only when you love yourself and that love begin to vibrate within you. And you will see the love that they are bringing, that they are giving to you. Please understand what I just said. What I said is a very big deal. What I said is a very big deal. Sometimes the only way, sometimes it will not be loud. Sometimes it will not be flamboyant. I don't know if that's a word that I will use there. Sometimes it will not be all these things. Thank you, Colleen. Yeah, love is conscious. See right there? Love is conscious. I mean, not me, but love is conscious. Sometimes the only way to know somebody loves you is if you love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you will never believe somebody loves you. So then they gotta go through hell just to show you. Stacy, like for real. But sometimes you to love yourself, man. Everything that love vibrates in you. So when you have, when you have, and you see like when I said this last week. Have to love themselves before. Yeah, I said the same thing last week. I said, when somebody experience a type of vibration within them, they could recognize the same vibration in someone else, and that vibration is very magnetic. It pulls the experience. It pulls the same vibration of what the other person carry, and that's why trauma and trigger is all a big thing now because whatever we carry, we pull it from someone else. We pull the similar energies from someone, and we are always triggered. We feel flustered. We feel tired. We feel drained because we are continuously pulling. Now, love. If you love yourself and you have love within yourself, you will know somebody love you because that love begins to pull theirs. You will feel that vibration of the love within you. And this is how you will know sometimes that people love you. Social media is teaching you that they will do this and they will be this. And everybody don't show love the same. Please, everybody don't show love. Some people are non-affectionate. Some people just don't, they're not into all this affection. They're not into, listen, we doing this thing wrong. A lot of us doing this thing wrong. A lot of us doing this wrong. A lot of us doing this thing wrong. We have to be aware of what we are doing. Let's stop listening to a lot of people on social media. I'm telling you, including myself. If I don't make sense, stop listening to me. Seriously, I just think I make sense, but everybody thinks it makes sense. If I'm not making sense, don't listen to me. Because you are responsible at the end. You are responsible for this life. So you gotta be careful of what information you take in. A lot of us doing it wrong. I was talking to a young lady just the other day, and she said, the love language is different from her and her husband. And I said, love language. And my love language is actually touch. Is that one of them? It's touch. I'm a very affectionate man. I guess my love language is a feminine side love language. I'm a very affectionate man. I think my lady's love language is service. And for a long time, I never understood why she ain't talking mine and I ain't talking hers. And I'm like, this is ain't working. But then I learned. I said, hold on. If my language is English, I speak English. I don't expect you to speak English to me. My language is English. If your language is Spanish, you speak Spanish. But if I can understand Spanish and you can understand English, I will speak English and you can keep speaking Spanish. I don't have to try to speak Spanish because you understand English very clearly. So if my love language is the gift of affection, when I give you my affection, you can tell that I am interested. It tells that I am still in love or I am still interested within you because I'm giving you mine. Now, yours is service. I can read yours when you do what you do. That's how love language works. But instead, what we are trying to do, I expect you to do mine or to speak in my language when that's not what you're doing. That's not what you were conditioned or trained to do. And if I understand that, if we understand this, a lot of relationship will last. If I speak English and you speak Spanish as your first language, why the hell am I mad at you for only speaking Spanish? Come on now, you all don't see what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. And a lot of us are breaking up relationships because, I like you give, if you do it, if that's your language, you speaking it. Because you know what though? When I stop touching my wife or when I stop being affectionate, some days, what's wrong with you? Because you understand, if I'm not touching you or being affectionate, you understand that my language changed. Now you want to know what's going on. Because my language is my language. And when I stop speaking my language, something is off. When you stop doing your services and you stop doing whatever you're doing, your acts of service, I question. It's not when you start being affectionate, when you stop being affectionate, when you stop doing other things. It's when you stop doing your service, your language change. What is going on? You good? We good? We good? We're still together? We have to understand. I should be able to understand your language. You understand mine, but I should be able to speak mine. Now, sometimes I'm not saying if yours is gift of service to speak yours once in a while, to speak yours sometimes and you speak mine, but I have to understand. Everybody didn't grow up the same way. Everybody wasn't raised the same how. And to expect me to change because you are, no, come on, we are ruining relationships because we understand this concept in the wrong way. Speak your language. Let him speak his. Let her speak hers. We gotta be careful. Morocco, how are you doing? Can people compromise occasionally and give the other what she? Yeah, I just said that too. Yeah, we can, but we have to understand that people gotta speak their language fluently first. Yeah, you late as usual, huh? Kirk, but don't you want it reciprocated back? I find it hard because it is different than me. Can you talk more on that? You know what? I want it reciprocated back because, but I understand it's not who she is. It's not who she is. It's just not who she is. Her mind is not on that. Her energy is not, she's not thinking about that. That's not what she thinks about. That's not how she sees it. That's not how she shows her love. That's not how she shows that she's interested. So I have to see love. I think one of the biggest thing about love is understanding. Understanding must flow. Understanding must flow. Understanding must be in love. In every relationship, understanding must be a big part of it. If I understand this is who you are, so how do you handle it and not feel hurt? See, feeling hurt is a choice. Feeling hurt comes with misunderstanding. A lot of times, remember, we're not victims. We are not victims. A lot of times we stay hurt because it's about the ego. I had to recognize my ego. I had to recognize the role of my ego by wanting this and expecting this from her, but it's not who she is. It's not who she is. Hey, Julia, it's just not who she is. So I have to understand this is the woman I chose. This is the if this is the man that you chose and the woman I chose, you have to understand this is who they are. A relationship will last a lot longer if we understand who we chose. I mean, it's a little hard. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it. It's a little hard. The ego wants what it wants. But we have to understand this is what the language, everybody has a language that they show love with. Everybody has their own language that they show love with. Everybody. You guys have to recognize theirs. You have to recognize this and understand theirs. When you recognize them and understand theirs, they'll keep doing it. They'll show you over and over and over. But if they don't speak their own language, that's the question. Now that's the issue. When they stop speaking that language, that's how we know something is wrong. Because if I speak your language and I stop speaking mine, something is wrong. Because my language don't make me love you. I mean, your language don't make me love you. My language does. So if I stop giving you my language and only focus on giving you your language that you want, when my language changes, you will never know how I really feel. So we're taking a big risk. So to know, you have to understand this is who I am, this is who you are. Let people be who they are. Since I like touch, I touch. I be affectionate. She don't say, no, don't touch me. It's not like that. She don't say, oh, I don't like to be touched. But she knows what it means, so she's accepted. She's accepting of it. And I know when she do her little service of stuff, I'm like, thank you, I appreciate you. You're such a great person. Because that's just understanding. I feel that if you love the person that you love, them how they interpret love. Not love them the way how you want to love them and expect them to just accept it. True. But again, listen, man, we just have to understand, right? We just have to understand each other. And I think many of us are failing in relationships because we just want to, we want the ego to want what it wants. The ego wants what it wants. It's something the ego wants what it wants. And we just got to be careful not to end a great relationship just because we misunderstand something or a language. See what I'm saying? Yeah, Kathy, for sure, for sure, for sure. The last one I have, the last one. Yep. The last one I have is don't overlook the one who's always been there for you and who's ready for you. A lot of us overlook that person, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You see that guy who always loved you? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The one who always there. The one who's always present. The one who's always available for you. We can't mold others into what we want them to be. Facts, facts, facts. It's very temporary. The one who, listen, I'm talking about that person who we overlook. We all have one because we don't have feelings for them, right? You know what I'm talking about? I just don't have feelings for him. I just don't have feelings. You know, I don't want to, I don't have the feelings that he has for me. Listen, stop overlooking that one who's always been there. You all know what I'm talking about? You all know what I'm talking about? You all know there's one who's always, boy, them jokers, we waiting. That person will love the hell out of you and wait until somebody stop loving you. Ain't that crazy? Listen, I'm telling you all, man. Don't try too hard for this quick, instant relationships. For this instant feelings, this instant chemistry. A lot of us want instant stuff. I think stuff built from scratch is a lot better. It lasts a lot longer. Listen, when you're cooking from scratch, it just tastes, it has your flavor, it has your signature. It's different. Somebody who comes with their own stuff and you come, listen, that initial fire chemistry, it dies down. That flame just, one day, that stuff go out. Yeah, Miss Howard, that's done. Chemistry, done. But here's the problem with that. When you have that chemistry and it's done, when you have that chemistry in the beginning and it's high and it drops, oh, you can't take it. Oh, hell. Under the weather today. Sorry, Alex, and they keep touching the raw. Oh, you fine. You're fine, everything. It fizzles as fast as it starts. And when it's done, right, this is how it messes with you. Because now when you don't have that intense feeling, that intense expectation, that intense reaction, what's wrong? I don't know. I'm really hurt. I am sick. I can't move. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. I need healing. Because that shit just I think it can be staying too long with someone who doesn't care to learn your love language. I'm with a guy now who is, it's very obvious he knows. Okay. I mean, I see what you're saying though. I see exactly what you're saying. It's not com- it's not coming back. What's not coming back, Candy? Oh, you mean that chemistry? It don't come back. It doesn't come back at all. He said that voice. I'm telling you, it doesn't come back. It never comes back. So you gotta be careful. And the thing about that instant chemistry, guess what? A lot of you will wait for a long time, right? A lot of you will wait for a long time. You will wait for a long time after it fizzles out because you is still you know you still have that memory of when it was hot, when it was lit, when things was good. So you wait for 5 more years, waiting for the one day when you was high, so that you can be high again. It doesn't come back. Many of you are still waiting. Many of us are still waiting. Sometimes relationships is deeper than chemistry. I promise you, it really is. It's deeper than chemistry. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just don't have all them feelings and expectations of a relationship, and so mine is very simple. I'm a simple man. I like simplicity. I like simple, boring stuff. You hear me? I like boring stuff. I like a relationship where I can keep doing what I want to do. I love a relationship where I can still read my books, separate myself in this side of the house, go outside for hours by myself. I like that type of relationship where I can be completely free and she can be completely free. And there's no nagging, there's no fighting, there's just understanding. I like that. I like a relationship where we can just sit there, be quiet, and just, hey, were you just thinking this? Yep. I like the ones that where, hey, what you want to eat? Never mind, I already know. That's what I like. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't want all them feelings there. I don't want all them because when it's time to leave, it's time to leave. When it's time, but then again, I think that's weird for many people. Many people want this instant connection. Hey, Kimberly, how you doing? What goes up, it comes down. And it comes down fast too. Are you saying women with kids will be single when there are no men who? What the hell are you? What? Where is he? What did? Is this a trans? Yeah, I am. I am a trans. Let me not say them things. Let me not play on social media, on these people's social media. Simplicity is the best, man. But listen, man, these are simple things that we shouldn't do. Then it's time for the bedroom action. It go. Hit me in. It's going down. Hey, Kat. Long time no see. How you doing? So, now that I'm done with this list. Damn, this list went by a long. It went an hour and 8 minutes. Is there any question? Why are you talking like a woman? Because I have a voice. I can talk like a woman or man. Why can't you? Can't you talk like a woman? So you bad? Is there hope for women? Is there hope for women with children? Yeah. I met my wife. She already had one. Listen, all this stuff about all this social media stuff. Don't really listen. Don't believe in this stuff. Don't go too much into believing all the stuff that you are hearing. There's hope for everybody. You know, my mom had 5 kids when she got married. Do you see what I'm saying? My mom had 5 kids when she was married. So don't really be so much. Don't start thinking about there's no hope because then that becomes your reality because your mind is gonna take it there. Your mind will take it there. Your mind will create that reality. Be careful about what you put in your mind. Don't listen to them social media these young little gurus that talk all this dating stuff with a mic and a headphone, thinking that a woman with kids. No, there's a lot of men who don't want no more kids who will take women with kids. I will not date a woman without no kids. Like if me and my wife is finished, I don't want a woman with no kids. For what? I'm not giving her no more. I don't want no more kids. So it doesn't make any sense. I don't want no more kids. So why would I date a woman with no kids? But then I already cut my stuff long time ago. When my daughter was conceived, my baby girl, when I realized that she was conceived, I was like, hey, what the hell? I went straight to the bathroom and cut myself. Well, I tried. I wanted to. I was like, why am I still making babies? I'm about to retire. So don't believe this stuff about people, women with kids are not, and it's not true. It's really not true. Be careful what you listen to. Um, my aunt married again with two children from a previous marriage. She's now with another man, all long-term relationship. 10. I'm for real. I have three, 12 and 10 and 8. Okay, 12, 10, and 8. Went through a 15-year marriage and now I'm single for 3 years. I mean, now at these, a certain, I think at a certain time, it gets a little bit more challenging. But I know for a fact, as a man, as an older man, I don't want a woman with no kids. I know I don't want no more. Man, listen, the thought of me being with a woman with a child at 2 years old, 3 years old, 1 year old, 2 months old, is crazy. So I'm not gonna go for a woman with no kids. I want have kids because I ain't giving you no more. So we just gotta find where we are at. You gotta find the type of men that we are qualified for. You have to find the type of woman that you're. I mean, you have to find the type of people that you are matching with. So it's like, if you don't have any kids, find somebody with who want kids, men who want kids. If you have kids, don't worry. People are lying on social media. They're telling you all these things. A bunch of I know many men who married women with kids. Many men. Many men. I don't know where this is coming from. Many women who get married in their 50s and 60s. Listen, stop listening to social media. Turn that shit off. Stop. A matter of fact, let me put in one more rule. If you trying to date on social media, if you're trying to date, turn social media off. All them little stupid talks. In traffic has been nice. Oh, Kat, you in traffic? Can I date a man half my age? No. I mean, you can. But for long term, I don't think it's a good idea. Trying to date, um, yeah, but it's a fact. To change the world, I have to love in your topic. Okay, thank you, Donette. Thank you so much. That probably was a typo. Can you date a man half your age? I don't think it's a good idea. Well, I mean, it's good to have fun, but good to be with for long term. I don't think so. I don't think so. Men, we don't grow up fast. We, j- we I was, listen. I asked someone someday. I was talking about my son, right? I was talking about my son, and I asked a woman. I asked somebody, when do boys grow up? 75. I said, God damn. Somebody said 75. Hey, Sarah. Because we a little different. So a man, and let me tell you how a lot of times how it works. Not all the time, not the majority of times. I'm saying that because I gotta be careful with which words I use here because people take my words too personally. I can't. I don't even have a little thing to say what I want to say. T. What's going on? A lot of times, young men love older women because that older woman will validate him. That older woman, hey, you a man now. That older woman is like, hey, you have reached manhood because he validates him. I mean, for real, like all jokes aside, she says, you a man now. You don't have the best quality job. You don't have the best career. You don't have the best life, the best home. So you have me, and I'm a grown woman, and I know a good man validated. So a lot of times men will look for older women, especially an older, established woman, a woman with stuff. Understand what I'm saying? This is all psychology. At a certain point, when a man gets older, he no longer needs to be validated because he have grown into it. Hey, Tabby, he has grown into his stuff. He has grown into his finances. He has grown into his career. He has grown into his age. So he no longer needs to be validated. And at that moment, he realized, I don't need her anymore. Please understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's all people. Of course, you're gonna know somebody who is not based on these facts, and I get it. Of course, there are exceptions. I get it. There are many exceptions, but I'm telling you the average. When a man is a certain age, he goes back down for a younger woman, somebody to respect him, somebody to treat him like, you know what I'm saying, somebody who needs him, somebody who is different. So when you're talking about a man half your age, you gotta be careful. If you're gonna have fun, have fun. But after a certain time, you gotta be careful. Did I miss any questions? Some women, when they were young, dated older men, and when they get older, want your right. It's a right. It's a different type of validation, man. We gotta be careful. Over 2 decades marriage, I come with 4 kids. The man I'm dating is not a deal breaker. He's even putting his time into them. Good, good, good. Listen. Listen. Social media is telling you all women that men don't like women with kids. It's not true. It's just that it's different. You just gotta find the ones who do. There's a lot of men who don't mind kids. A lot of men who don't have kids, who can't have kids. A lot of men want family. A lot of men want family. A lot of men who have already kids. I remember when I had my daughter. Shoot, it was easier because now a woman with kids would be easier. We could just join. I bring my daughter over. But if you didn't have kids, I mean, I don't want to put that on you. I haven't been able to take a young man seriously. I'm 37 and a lot of 30-year-olds are after me. I'm like, no. It's a beautiful knowing there's truly a good man. Yeah, like for real. There are men out there who will date women with kids. Listen, I'm telling you, on social media, these little silly dudes who be on here with a mic on talking all this stuff. They're talking about this crap. Hey, Nanny, how you doing? They're talking about these 19, 20-year-old men. Men don't like kids. They ain't talking about for me. They ain't speaking for the 40, 50-year-olds. These men haven't even lived. They're like 25 years old. What do they know? 25 years old, really? 26? Maybe 30? Come on, man. That's just crazy. Young men and their potential. No thanks. So listen, if there's no more question, listen, I promise you I'll come on here live more often. I thought y'all was tired of me. So I'll come back live more often, all right? Especially on YouTube. I haven't been on YouTube live lately because like I said, I've been taking a little time and relaxing. Um, right, Speedy? What the heck do they know? So I'll come on live more often. Just speak because I have more in this list. I have more in this list. Thank you, True Gilo. Thank you so much. They're looking for siblings. So hey, listen, thank you all for coming. Is this better time for me to come live for you all? Is this a better time? Hey Tina. Hey Very Dark, how you doing? Yeah, every time I catch you on live, it's always the end. Oh, different but good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So this is the better time. Okay, good. This was good, Kirk. See, thank you, Julia. Thank you so much. Hey, Cheryl. You give a lot you deserve. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you so much. So this is a better time. And time is a good time for your life. Thank you, Miranda. Miranda, thank you so much for always being there and cussing. I mean, not cussing people out. You know, blocking them jokers and deleting their comments. I appreciate you a lot, Miranda. So thank you. Thank you so much. So this is a great time. Okay, got you. Thank you, Kathy. Candy, thank you so much. So this time, right? So I'll be more aware of coming this time. Okay, got you, Sue Power. So I'll be more aware of coming live this time from now on. Because I think, you're off work, you already ate, you're belly full, and you can sit down and listen before you take your kids on something. All right? So I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Melissa. Any good books to read? Maybe next topic. Any good books to read? There's a lot of good books to read. A whole lot of good books. Maybe next topic. Or maybe next time. I'll bring some books in. Thank you, you all. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me your energy as I speak. I hope you get something from these 10 or 11 things to not do. Thank you so much, Stacey. Thank you so much. Love to Miranda. Thank you so much. Love to you and your family too. So the next time, I'll see you guys a lot. I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys got something from my 10 things. I want to do. Listen, I want to come on here. I have a slideshow for healing. It is a slideshow for healing. I want to do a slideshow, and is gonna be a couple days. But it was when me and Miranda was talking about doing like a week thing. But I gotta say the best time to do it. I gotta say the best time. Thank you, Glam Cheddar. Glam Trend Setter. You all have a beautiful day. Thank you, Lisa. I will. You all be good. I'll let you all know when I do that slideshow. It's about healing. It's about your auras. It's about your, your chakras. It's about understanding a whole bunch of stuff. All right. You all. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you, Evelyn. I see you still there. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be blessed. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.